Star Fox. I was introduced by him by Smash Bros. As the more videos I watched, as the more time I learned how to use the controls, by the beginning of the year, I began to play the first Star Fox game, and so I liked it. And a few months later, I began to play the sequel of this game. No, it's not the cancelled Star Fox 2. It's the legendary Star Fox 64. Since this game was so successful, they remade this game twice. Do I like this game? Yes, it's an improvement from the original. Am I finished with both games? Yes. Since I reviewed the first Star Fox game, I'm gonna review this Star Fox game. And let's get started. Before I continue, make sure to like and subscribe and ring the bell. It will really help the channel a lot. Alright, the series is about a space army called Team Star Fox. And the team members are Fox, Falco, Peppy, and Slippy. Their mission is to defeat evil bad guys in space by using those cool, amazing space planes that you can shoot lasers and bombs. There are also new vehicles as well, like a tank and submarine. There are also some new modes like versus, rankings, sound.
Corneria, fourth planet of the Lylat system.
Hey, I wasn't finished. You selected main game way too soon.
System into a wasteland of near extinction. General Pepper of the
It's impressive that I can get full-length voice acting in an old video game console. Unless that is the original PlayStation, you're absolutely OP. Anyways, they added in a lot of new locations like underwater and the sun for some examples. They're definitely gonna die. Each level has a final boss. In order to defeat the boss, you must hit the yellow spaces that are on said boss. I have to shoot something yellow because someone told me to.
Stupid!
The gameplay is slightly different this time. You press A to shoot, B to launch a bomb, Y to speed up, X to slow down, L to tilt, and for the joystick, you must go down to go up to go down, left to go left, and right to go right. During time, you're gonna get better at the controls once you do a lot of training. Speaking of training, I'm training myself to defeat the evil Claudia from making heaven in town. Type in #WeHateThatMe. Sorry, Claudia just ruined my day, so I gotta get my hatred towards her out. Oh god, we'll be right back. The art style and designs are good. I like how simple and decent the characters look. Plus, I prefer those designs over the remakes. Yep, the Nintendo 64 designs are better than the newer ones. The music is great and listenable. The characters are iconic. And the story is just the same from the first one. Wait, what? So you're telling me that this game is a full-length retelling of the first one? Yep, that's a retelling. Having a second game being a retelling of the first one kind of feels a bit lazy. Although Star Fox 2 was cancelled, at least it had a full-length story that they can reuse for this game. But no, they just retold the same story. But why does this game have to retell the same story from the first one? That is because these two games take place in completely different timelines. And they gotta let the player how the timeline started. Both stories is about Andross declaring war on the Lylat system, and Team Star Fox must go to Venom to defeat Andross. They could've just reused Star Fox 2's story, or they could have a different story like Andross was sealed in a completely different solar system years ago, until Team Starwolf had unsealed him. And so, Andross proceeds to invade the Lylat system by sending his soldiers to the Lylat system so that he can have a bigger advantage, and connecting a huge ship to an entire planet heading towards the Lylat system, which Fox and the team must go outside of the Lylat system in order to defeat the Andross. That would be a good story if the game didn't retell the same story. Despite being a retelling of the first game, but I cannot deny that because the game had made a lot of changes. This game has more content, more cutscenes, more modes, more vehicles, a different map, different levels, different bosses, new characters, new areas, and a backstory how Andross got to Venom. And also Fox's dad is dead. Since this game has a lot of changes, it kind of feels like a different game than the first one. Kind of. Even though it's the same story, I'm more focused on the fun controls rather than the story. Oh wait, I already talked about the controls. What else should I talk about? Oh yes, free range mode. Free range mode is where you can fly around the entire map without going straight. You can either fight bosses or enemy planes. They even used this mechanic in the first section. What else do I have left to say? Wolf is a cool villain. The graphics are better than the original. And that's about it. Overall, Star Fox 64 is a super great game. It has more content, more vehicles, more levels, more characters, and more fun. And by the way, why is the 64 flying around the screen? Should